Well, hello, Merlins and Serlins. I'm here, NicBroInc, and I got something cool to me, and I'd like to tell you about it and show you it. So come on, let's go look at it. It's over this way. I got a new mask. Now, you may ask yourself, why would you get a new one when you have one that already looks pretty good? Let's change. So you may ask yourself, why would I get a new one when I already have one, and one that looks pretty good? Well, I wanted a new one because I wanted one strictly for videos. And when Labor Day came around, this mask dropped $30. So I was like, hey, I'll get that one. And then I found out that Evike had made a I should close my... I won't close my window. Evike had made a Sith Alkalite mask. Now I'm like, well, damn it. Now I'm going to get a third mask eventually. But for now, this is going to be for videos. This needs to be edited, though. Let's talk about my needs as a loser. I like to dress up as all black. This is going to get spray painted black eventually. Now, it does have a very nice paint scheme. As you can see, it's got camo. It's got little biohazard symbols with the Evike logo in the middle, and it's got the Evike logo on the side of its head. Very egotistical. Oh, and also, Evike logo's right there too. Talk about product placement. Well, I guess it's theirs. They made it. This was one of the first Army of Two masks to come out. That one was not made by Evike, although it was sold by Evike. I don't believe it was made by Evike. Or Evike. But you know, they don't say it Evike on their channel, they say Evike. I've used this one in Airsoft games actually. A big problem with both of these is the wire mesh around the eyes. It really messes you up when you play a game. When you're in the woods, it's really hard to distinguish details from things. You're better off with goggles than wearing something like this. Or if you can, you're better off cutting this out, which feels easier on the older mask, and putting goggles under. Let's see if I could simulate. No, I can't. You know, when you're playing, it's hard to simulate it, but you know, it's like looking through a fence. And they're both just as bad. That one, I was seeing like colors, and I thought it had been spray painted here, but it hadn't. This was the only part that got the color, so I'm a little curious to see what that's all about. Let's talk about the two more. This is the only vent for your mouth. And as you can see down there, I mean, it's good enough, but if you're running around, this gets real moist down here and it starts, your mouth condensates and stuff. So, yeah. Here, interesting enough, it's actually these, which may become useful in the game. Sadly, I'm not going to use this in the game because I don't want to damage it. I'm just going to make it for videos. But that might be cool. The condensation might come out of here instead of down here, so it may not be dripping down your chin. You can notice that the original one is much smaller than the new one. I believe that's because that person has a bigger head, or that was an adult and this one's a child, or something. I don't know. One of the reasons I wanted a new one is because, or one for videotaping only, is because this has some wear and tear to it. It's got some scuffs. That's a dent. You know, scratches. They're not perfect, but they do what they need to do. This is actually, I got shot in the face, and it peeled the paint off of the metal mesh. This is from me falling on a rock. Thank goodness I had this mask on, or else my jaw would have been really hurt. But it actually put a pretty decent gash in there. It's nice and long. There's a few like pock marks here and there. This and this are factory defaults, as they call them. I believe they held the mask together, the mold together, with something like this, or I don't know how they did it, but that's from the mold. This mask doesn't have anything like that. Of course, it's much more expensive, I believe. I haven't seen what that one costs, what the original one costs, but it's been a while. This one's not going to have any wear and tear on it, besides the spray paint that I'm going to hit it up with later, because I'm not going to be using it in the game. Much bigger. I mean, you could see it. It's like, it's ridiculously bigger. Let's talk about the straps. Here's the 5-point strap from the original, and here's the 5-point strap from Evike's custom helmets. Now, all of Evike's custom full face masks are going to look like this. This company's looked like this. Personally, this one's probably nicer on the back of your head because it's got some padding to the back of that, where this is just a piece of plastic or fiberglass. I put them both on. I mean, they feel nice. I gotta say, this one definitely has nicer interior padding. You know what? There we go. I took all the straps off. This one has. I've worn this one a lot, so I don't know if this padding's like marked down or not. Padding's pretty good. You know, it felt good every time I wore it. This one feels pretty good. It's brand new though, so it's got like real thick padding. I don't know if that's just the way it comes or not. They're pretty much padded in the same spot, so you know they've been doing a good job. Taking off the straps, I've got to say these straps work much better than Evike's straps. These ones work much better. And on another note, I didn't have to adjust this mask at all, the original mask. This one was so much easier to put on. You know, I got it, it came in the mail, put it on my head, it fit perfectly. It still fits perfect today, and I've had this for a few years. This one I had to adjust, and it was a little bit of a pain in the butt. I'm not good with adjusting straps though, so I don't know how much of a qualifier that is. I guess let's do a wear test now. I'll tell you which one feels better. Oh, on a note for that, this one's much heavier. Jesus. You know, this one feels like a pound, if that. This one said 3 pounds, and you know what? I can, on the shipping packet receipt, and I could believe it. So now let's do a wear test. So as I said before, this is the first mask. It's my first mask ever for these stupid, silly things, and it feels really good. It feels really light on my head. It's nice and tight, and because it didn't need to be adjusted, none of these are dangling here and there. Some assholes on their bike outside. Stupid college kids. This is good out in the field. Besides the eye thing, where it blurs your vision a tiny bit. Like, you can see perfectly, right? To a distance. Afterwards, this mesh really bothers your sight. If you're playing in the woods and stuff, that's a problem, which I'm sure the other one has. On a look, this one, you know, it looks cool. That one looks meaner because of the way the eyes are indented. But still, this is a really cool mask. Now this mask, it's really heavy on your head, much heavier than the other one. And because of that, like, it keeps going down on my face. In fact, now it's blocking my vision. Bad for a game, clearly, because you're going to be running around, you know, you're going to wobble your head, and then look, I can't see anymore. My eyes are here. I have no idea what this looks like on my camera. So, you know, bad for a game. This helmet looks cool. And then there's a problem with these, because I've tightened this so much to the point, I want it up here, because now it's perfect, my eyes are right in the middle here, but now as it keeps drooping, and you're going to be running, if you're going to wear this, you know, for a game, it's really heavy, and it feels much hotter on the inside than the other one. That might just be me, but you should wear a mask under these, so because if you're really worried about your face, the point that you're going to buy this, like I was, you're going to wear a mask under here. And with that and the helmet, because this one's so much thicker and all the extra stuff, this one feels much more hotter. I gotta say, this one's more negative compared to the other one. It looks much cooler, definitely with this in the eyes. And once I spray painted black, it's gonna, personally to me, I think it's going to look even better. But the other one, I like the other one much. So, overall, I like the old one much better. It's lighter, it'll work better in games, it won't be falling off your head, and actually something I noticed while I was wearing it. This part here was real rough on my nose. It's going to keep on falling down. It's going to hurt a lot. That one has no problem like that. Perfect right out of the box. This one needs some adjusting. If you ask me, try to get one of the older ones. They work better. Especially, that one's been tested too. This one hasn't been tested and I'm already unpleased with it. But for what I'm using it for, it's perfect if you're just going to do some stupid videos here and there, which I will be doing. So this is perfect for cosmetic uses. This is perfect for in-game uses and cosmetic uses. This one's the perfect choice. This one's not so much. So yeah, that's how I feel about the new Evike mask. Whatever company did that, if it was Evike, they've fallen apart. If that was a different company, much better. Thank you for watching. A like and favorite if you enjoyed this. Subscribe if you want. I'm the F-Bomb here in NicBroInc and expect to see more of that. If I play more Airsoft, expect to see more of that. Thanks a bunch.